Hey guys, I'm here to talk about this neat little red, blue, green Delver Pike type thing deck I put together. I hadn't really seen any deck lists like this, or that were close to this. So I figured I'd show some people, and I came in second place at the F&M. I came up against your Wolf Ramp and some control decks. There was a Solar Flare deck there, and I came in second. I think it was a white blue control with Geist of Saint Traft that came in first. But anyway, here I'm gonna start off with the creatures in the deck. Let you guys see what I had going on. I've got 4 Delvers, of course. I mean, if you're gonna run a blue deck, might as well have some Delvers in it. 4 Invisible Stalkers. They're really good. Hexproof. Can't block them. Pretty good. The only things you really have to worry about are things that make you sack a creature, like Geth's Verdict, or Tribute to Hunger, or then there's Black Sun Zenith you have to worry about, and Curse of Death's Hold. And then, of course, last creatures is our last creature is Snapcaster Mage, for flashing back all your sorceries and instants, and 12 creatures is kind of light for a deck, but the rest of the deck kind of makes up for it. So that's my creatures. Now for artifacts, I only have 4 artifacts, and they're all the same thing. 4 Runechanter spikes, just because it's so instant and sorcery heavy. This just you stick that on an Invisible Stalker, and suddenly you're swinging for like 8 damage every time, 9, 10 sometimes. Up next is my sorceries. So I've got 4 Ponders, which is great utility right there. It's you can use that for setting up a Delver if your hand's kind of running out of gas. Just basically, I don't know. It's just genius in this deck. And then I've got a Red Sun Zenith. Red Sun Zenith. The reason it's in there is just so I can, if somebody pulls out a bigger creature, I can deal with it if I have the mana out for it. And it's good for undying creatures, because when it exiles creatures rather than sending them to the graveyard. So your Strangleroot Geists and your Vorpedes and stuff like that don't get a chance to come back, which is always awesome. It kind of sucks to have to double to use 2 spells on 1 creature to get rid of them. Up next are my instants. You'll see it's a lot of red and blue. I've got 2 Gutshots, 2 Shocks, 4 Dissipates. I went with 4 Dissipates. I went with Dissipates over Mana Leaks, so that opponents don't have a chance to respond. It gets rid of flashback. There's the place I play typically has pretty good meta. Like you'll deal with a lot of Snapcasters and stuff like that, and that just kind of gets rid of that. Doesn't let it happen. Or if a Frights deck or something like that gets rid of Also, it helps counter Black Sun Zenith. By the time they're ready to play Black Sun Zenith, because all my creatures have toughness of 1, so it helps. 4 Incinerates and 4 Vapor Snags. So the Vapor Snags are good for especially if someone's got a Sword of War and Peace. It's got protection from red and black, I think. I think it's red and black, but doesn't have protection from Vapor Snag. So you just it swings at you just bounce it back into his hand, remove it from combat. It's pretty cool. Then up next, I'll show you the non-basic lands I used. Got 4 Sulfur Falls, 4 Hinterland Harbors. Now the Hinterland Harbors are a little confusing because you haven't seen any green cards, but this is they're in there solely for my Kessig Wolf runs because you can power up your Invisible Stalker if you don't have a Runechanter's Pike on them, or if they Ancient Grudge your Runechanter's Pike, and swing for late game 6 or 7 with your unblockable hexproof creature, which that's always nice. And then for basic lands, just 3 mountains for just in case, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 islands, which you can see right there. So, and generally you end up with an island in your hand and a couple of the non-basics, which are great. It's really awesome that when you get all 3 colors, and you can start swinging with the Kessig Wolf Run. This deck helps you keep control of the board and deal with a lot of the main problems you'll see in Standard right now. So anyway, let me know if you like the deck. Tell me what you think. Comment, rate, all that stuff. Thumbs up, whatever. Who cares? All right.